and that is a 140.1. Another 140 there to get into the mix with these drivers. Absolutely very close between these 6 drivers that are on the 140s.
That was a very good time from him, as I have now rejoined, hopefully. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I'm not
Brilliant.
doing that again. Tried and tested. Okay, so yes, I've noticed you're a bit confused what happened there. Basically, we are trying to see if we can make the stream a bit more entertaining for you guys. So we're trying different things. So I was just now on PC trying to stream it over so we can see an intro, race map, all that kind of stuff. But at some point the picture does go a little bit and I can't actually see, so I can't even commentate. So
DJ Death Dragon is just purple sector 2. So he's now on the back straight now. Let's see what time he brings. And he is second, 139.7. Yep, so it's Evil Hunter's still miles ahead really on timescale, but he is in like the best of the rest really with that time, which is fantastic to see. So we got pretty much everybody's out on. Everybody is either out on track or being out on track. So we're looking at. We got Civi, who's now just purple sector 2. So this could be another fast lap. Then puts his DRS and let's see what time it brings. And it's 140.0. That is 15 thousandths in front of Flea, which is very quick. So we've got Percy coming around at turn 4. We've got Rock here now on the back straight. Let's see what time he brings. Oh no, he's on a lap at the moment, so sorry about that.
Yeah, I have to jump on board with Percy for the time being. So I'm just making sure that the stream got sent out again to links so everyone wants to watch it.
Yeah.
Everyone's come back.
So we've got
Ari. Oh wow, Ari's out the race. So what happened to there? We missed that one.
Ari was there earlier on. I mentioned it before just because he went just as you left. There was no instance. I think he just retired in the pits. But we've got Kingsholm at the moment who's just crossing the line and he puts himself in provisional 4th with a 139.9. That is 15 thousandths faster than Wild Gamer. Very tight these times, so it's brilliant to see.
Look at the McLarens as well, leading the way at the moment, 1 and 2.
Yeah, Evil Hunter just put in a hell of a time.
Yeah, it's just that for 138.9 is unreal. 139 is brilliant. A 138 is unreal.
Yeah.
Or was Percy set to 138.993? That is very close to Evil Hunter's time.
That is brilliant. I was just about to just say that Wild Game has actually commented saying that he's actually using a controller, so that's
Wild Game is using a controller.
Yeah, he's using the controller. We're still getting good times. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I've made them move over to obviously the wheel, and I can't use a controller now. So I've got my hat off to him for using this controller still. Like it must be difficult when you've been on the wheel. Or on this track anyway. This track is difficult anyway. Has Evil Hunter's retired? Is that in the pits? Possibly in the pits.
Yes. Yeah. It does look like it's in the pits. I can't see anything on the map saying that he's anywhere else. So yeah, that would be in the pits. He's retired. I think he's quite comfortable in to Q2 there with 5 minutes to go. Yeah, we just got Matty Bott also on a controller. So
respect to the controller, people. I can't do it personally. It's so once you've had a wheel, you're on a wheel, aren't you guys?
Oh, actually back on controller because my wheel. Yeah, I've gone back on controller. I tried the wheel. I picked up my first wheel. It was just a bit too loose. Picked up a second wheel. It was just a bit too tight. So I need something in the middle.
You've got the Goldilocks of wheels.
Yeah, the Goldilocks of wheels. It was just like just 2 different types, and just to try them out, see where I sit on the spectrum, and I'm smack bang in the middle. just got a message from Meg that she's unfortunately she's got an ear infection, so she can't listen. So we can't tell her to shut up.
I can.
Oh, you can. She just can't hear you.
Oh, I could write it in the chat. She can see it from that.
Yeah.
So a message from Ari. I just asked him basically what happened, and he said I had no front wing, so I think he did DNF.
Oh,
he crashed out. Yeah, it must have crashed out. So I had no front wing. Obviously, this track, when you're missing any part of your front wing, is extremely difficult to navigate at high speeds. A couple of cars still out on the moment. So in the drop zone, we've still got Japawa, Gaz, Raukio, and obviously Ari will be joining them.
Yeah.
Raukio's not set a time here. He's only got 3 minutes. He needs to hurry up. I saw he invalidated his last lap. So he's maybe struggling with the track limits around here today.
It's more like the track limits is either hitting a wall. Oh, I've just watched Valentine clip his wing at turn 4. That's unfortunate for him. But it looks like he's on the cusp of the Q2 mark, really, isn't he? So
yeah.
He's got to either hope that he can get that repaired and get back out quick enough for another lap, or maybe hope that no one does a faster lap out of the bottom 3, really.
Yeah, definitely, because at the moment he's in the danger zone. He doesn't want to be sitting there. He's definitely got the pace to be out of this Q1 battle.
Yeah, for this track, because it is quite difficult and it is quite high wearing. It's all about getting into the top 10, really. Oh, and Gaz, I just watched that on board. He came around turn 14. It wasn't 14. It was turn 12. Very fast, very heavy, and carried it basically the fault all the way down. And he's lost the front, right, and back right of the wheel of his car. So
wow,
he is out. That was
you're the new Jinx now.
Yeah, and the Jinx and the Jinx guys. So yeah, I just do feel sorry for him that time.
There's a couple of the ladies from my channel just chatting in the stream. So welcome again, Izzy and Lexi. Lexi is one of my mods. They're basically talking about being the first females in F1. It's basically in one of our leagues, in the T&E or in the LFR. It's interesting to see if they do join.
Yes. Well,
Lexi, I know, is a bit of a dab hand with truck racing, but F1, I'm not too sure. Izzy, I'm not seeing Izzy race. It'd be good to see maybe a battle of the women going around.
Oh, that'd be quite good. That'd be quite interesting. I can't wait to see the race myself now. Now that I'm actually getting into a lot more different leagues now with my commentary.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've only got 3 people on track by the looks of it. So
yeah,
we've
I'm
got
on board of Raukio, see if he can set a lap to get out of the danger zone. He's set up with 1, so hopefully he should be okay if he keeps on going like this and not invalidate his lap.
Well, I'll jump on board with Matty Bot and see how he does there. Obviously, without the Jinx getting passed on to him. Yeah, so he actually has improved. He's actually purple sector 1 there, so he's taken off 2 tenths. So that is a big chunk of time to be taken off sector 1.
Massive time in F1. See if Raukio can make this last lap his better lap. So far, all is well. No invalidations. Purple sector 2 as well, so he's definitely flying as he goes down the back straight. It should be smooth sailing from here. And we'll see what top speed he hits as he comes round this mile-long straight.
I'm in a bit of awe with Matty Bott's racecraft. He's got a fantastic line through these corners.
And with the controller,
hopefully
that's not easy to do.
No, not at all. And he's purple sector 2. So he is absolutely doing wonders here. Let's see how it finishes off for him.
Come on, boys. So his teammate just set a 140.2, which has got him out of the danger zone. Obviously, Mattybot is safe, but he goes fourth.
Mattybot, 139.7. What a time!
Definitely a clap for Matty. Well done, Matty. Unreal.
That is an epic.
Let's have a look who else we got on board. We've still got Matty on his lap, but I think he's down quite a hefty chunk, but he should be safe. And he's headed into the pits. So we will have to say goodbye to Valentine, Japoa, Gaz, and Ari. That was unbelievable from Matty. Incredible time. Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. It was
Izzy
great to be on board to watch that.
Great lap from Matty.
It's like, told you I like this circuit. that's fair enough, Matthew.
That's the bit I don't. That's a ridiculous time for a controller.
See, what I do advise, if you jump on the stream and just watch how he goes through from the castle section up to turn 14, 15, he is on fire. It's just like hitting the apex is exactly where he needs to, carrying all the speed right through. That's where he made the biggest time difference. So here we are, we've got end of Q1, finishing off with Valentine, Japoa, Gaz, and Ari falling out of there.
What we'll do quickly, while we've got a bit of a lull, I'll read out the results from last week. So let's say we've only had one race. Quickly grab them up. But it was a good race last week. If anyone missed it, the highlights are actually on the Gaz's YouTube channel. If I get the words out, the LFR.
Yeah, so Limitless Formula Racing's on our YouTube channel there. Also, if you're on our Discord, you can actually go through the video links page and find it there as well.
So our race last week, we had Death Dragon winning the race, so he was obviously be on 25 points. Then in second place we had Percy. Third we had Raukio. Fourth we had, trying to find because I've not got the tables out yet. So Freedoms came fourth. In fifth place was Japoa. Sixth place we saw El Stefano. In seventh we saw Valentine. Eighth was Wild Gamer. Ninth was Tier. 10th was Rizzlesticks. 11th was King's Home. After that disastrous spin he had, with him up into, was he third place, fourth place at the time?
Yeah.
12th place Non-Human. 13th place is not listed for some reason, but 14th was Battybot. And then a couple of DNFs we had was Matty, You Never Walk Alone Matty, Jim Strav, Flea, and a couple of people that missed out was obviously Gaz and Evil Hunter.
Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't have an actual constructors to read off. I just read off of the tables from last week.
Not a problem.
So get your finger out, Kingsholm. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, got Q2 now, starting with Tiet on basically on his outlap, leading a train of 5 cars, which I do believe it's 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris, and a Mercedes. So that's
yeah, the long old chain. And they want to make sure that they're spaced out because the dirty air around here will make the cars very difficult to handle.
Yeah, but you like at the end of your fast lap, you want to catch up with someone, don't you? Just so you can take off their toe right at the end.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, catch it at the right time. That's the key to it.
That's what I do in Canada. With teammate, just use that back straight and just kind of like give each other a bit of a toe, just to give you that extra speed.
Percy had got a bit of fishtaily coming out of Castle there. Nearly lost the back end of it, so he's taking a step back. He's fallen behind the McLaren, Mercedes of I believe it's Wild Gamer, as they are starting to make gaps.
Yeah, that'd be ideal for him as well because he knows he's quick, so he's got a good chance of catching up with Wild Gamer. Yeah, so now we are looking at Tier now crossing the line to start his fast lap, and let's have a look to see who's on.
And I'll be on Wild Gamer just behind him.
So we've got, at the moment, everybody's on medium tyres apart from Abyss, Rizzlesticks, Percy and Raukio. Obviously Rizzlesticks and Raukio are in the pits at the moment still, so they could change that.
Yeah, so went to 12 with 13 minutes left, basically 30 minutes left in qualifying. We've got a long way to go yet. Obviously they want to kind of get out there now, make sure they've got their eye in for the lap, because you don't want to go cold really. Especially after Matty's lap, you definitely want to go out there again and make sure you can replicate that.
Yeah, he said he felt like he was shaking with the nerves after that lap because he really liked it, really wanted to put a good time in. But He did. He absolutely stomped it. It was absolutely fantastic to see.
But double check to make sure my mic is coming through loud enough because King Thompson is a bit low. So 1 second.
I think he needs to change his hearing aid, to be honest.
Yeah, so quickly do a test here, making sure everyone can hear me. As watching Gag,
I can hear you loud and clear.
Perfectly.
So, obviously, Tier's going to be purple sectoring this whole track because no one else has set a time yet.
Yeah,
But let's see how what
right
benchmarks.
We'll see what he does. They're right behind each other.
He's fist-tailed a little bit there, coming out of turn 19, but managed to hold it well.
Let's have a look and see what he can do. So I want you to see if Wild Gamer gets any sort of toe off the back. I think he's a bit too far away.
Yeah. 141.4.
Wow, look how
both
close
of them
are. That's unreal.
And they're on medium tyres, so you add on, I think for this circuit is roughly about 1 second to 1.2. So with it being a long circuit, it does actually have a longer effect on the time. But Percy's only put a 142.7, which is quite bizarre, really.
He might have pulled out of it, maybe. That doesn't want to be on the softs.
I would say so. He would have to. Maybe he's realised he could match this time with a medium tyre. Freedom with a 144.0, so he is off the pace a bit there, Freedom.
I'm going to jump on board with Matty and we'll Matty bot and see his basically flying lap. See if he can replicate from tier 1, from quali 1.
Yeah, Matty UTM has put a 141.4, which is really pretty much in the mix there with those drivers in the middle. So they are like 1.2 seconds slower on the medium tyres. But Evil Hunter,
lobby, I didn't notice him earlier. Built on Matt.
Yeah. I think he might be covering non-human. I think if I'm right, because he's in the Williams and non-human. I've not seen non-human today, so I think he is the reserve driver today. But we'll confirm that with King's Home, and King's Home puts in a 140.6 on the medium tyres, which is a fantastic time.
Mattybot throws it perfectly into Castle there. Really good from a controller driver.
Built and Matty 140.9, so these times are actually quite close. They're fantastic times from all these drivers right now today.
Yeah, it's brilliant to see these all close together.
Definitely.
Racing. And Mattybot's
so we're just waiting
the
for
last proper corner, and we'll see what his time can do. If he can replicate his amazing quali 1.
We'll just add 1.2 seconds to see how the difference is with the medium tyres that he's on. We're still waiting for Valkyrie, Rizzle Sticks and Abyss to put in a fast lap. We're waiting for you, Matty.
141.
141.
So very good time still.
That
for a first one.
You take off a 1.2 seconds, that is putting him on a 139.8. So he is basically hitting similar times of what he was hitting when he hit that fast lap last time, so absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and obviously being his first lap, the track hasn't probably bedded in yet, so I would assume that will go faster when he goes round again.
We've got a message from... Well, I just complimented Matty about his lap. He said thank you. And Meg's going, well done, Joe and Lee, so support for the admins. Are they
biased?
Yeah.
Definitely.
How much are they paying you, Meg? How much are they paying you?
Have a look who else we got on board with. I think everyone's had their lap. They're all coming back in, I believe. So I've got a lot of messages. Yellow flags in the pit box.
Well, Percy's jumped out onto an outlap, so I think, and he's put on a medium tyre, so I reckon that was right what you said before about him pulling out.
Yeah.
Because he's out on a medium tyre, so I reckon he could, with the times he set with the soft tyres, he'll definitely be up there in the mix with the faster drivers with that medium tyre. So what strategy do you think people will be going for?
Oh, see, I've not raced this track in a little while now. But obviously, starting on the medium tyres probably be the definite ideal. I don't think the hards are too great if my memory serves me right. I think it'd be a possible 2-stop. I'd personally try and go for a medium soft. If not, it'd be probably a medium soft. But I would try and avoid the hards if I'm all honest, because I don't particularly like them around this track. What about you?
No, see, I'm a knowing the track. If I want to do the one stop, then it would be the medium hard for definite. I do think the hard tyres are not the ideal tyre for the track. I think mediums are the best. So the medium soft would be my go-to option.
And if there's a couple of safety cars, you could possibly throw out a soft tyre and a medium soft. But it depends on again the safety car and the race itself.
Well, it's high degrading on the tyres, so it's all down to the driver's ability to keep the tyres healthy, really, without wearing them too thin. We've got Tia now, who's actually now on a flying lap again, so if he puts a good time here, he might be able to squeeze in another fast lap at the end, if he needs to, because he is sitting there at 9th.
I'm on board at the moment with Percy, obviously on his fresh medium tyres. We'll see what he can do. I think Percy will definitely be up there with the likes of Bilton, Mats, possibly even Kingsholm and Hunter, because he's a very, very fast driver.
Yeah, he is definitely a fast driver.
It should be good around this track. How many safety cars do you reckon for this track?
I don't want to jinx it, I will be honest. I think too many. I do go with. I'll go give the number 3. I do find once they hit 3, it's quite tough to get another safety car out. So I think they're going to hit the limit with 3.
Yeah, I think they do that as well. Maybe a couple of virtuals thrown in as well.
Oh, I can't believe it. I was just on board with Valkyo, and he's clipped his front wing. So I do apologise, Valkyo, on the jinx today.
Also, Abyss as well, I just saw on the track map was stationary for a little while, so I wonder what happened to him. He's got any damage.
Wild Gamer with a new fastest lap of a 1:39.8, so that is with the soft tyres. So Valkyo having to get back to the pits quite quickly here, so he can hopefully might be able to put in a bit of time. He is trying his best to keep the car under control as it's a bit slidey going around the corners with it being little downforce with the tyre, the wing gone.
Did we see the time? Brilliant time from
He's
Percy.
up there.
Yeah, that is on mediums. That is unreal.
That's basically equivalent to a 1:38.6 on the soft tyre. So that would have been faster than where Evil Hunter's time.
Yeah, brilliant.
So that was fantastic.
Interestingly, Wild Gamer is on these soft tyres, so he's going for a different strategy to the others by the looks of it.
He might go for this soft, medium, soft if he can, or maybe the soft, medium for the race.
Yeah, definitely possible. So look at got a lot of messages coming into chat as Izzy and Lexi have been talking. Let's have a little look. I'll pick out a couple of them. They're talking about teaming up next season. Interestingly, Izzy, I'm guessing you race on the PlayStation. Just wondering if that was correct. Because if so, I think Lexi would need to buy a PlayStation because I had recently just sold my PS4. So I've got the PS5 now. And also, if you want to race on a wheel, you're gonna need Pringles on your feet because you're not gonna reach my pedals. Because the way my setup is a next level racing setup, so it's basically an all-in-one. So it's got the seat combined with the pedals and the steering wheel, and you basically sit like an F1 driver with your legs up in the air. And
yeah.
My partner's only about 5 foot, and she can't reach that.
Oh no.
Maybe I have to get a little mini setup for you. Maybe like look at Fisher Price or something. Maybe they'd do something.
Oh, that's harsh.
I'm waiting for a slap to the head in a minute. PS4. So yeah.
Mate, you're going to the doghouse. You are.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I basically clipped the wall, so he's lost some wing there. Doing his.
At least I'm not the only jinx.
No, that's me this time now. But he's going to carry on, I think.
I hope he puts a good time in because
Oh, never mind.
oh,
Never mind.
I think I kind of like jumped on him to see how he's
So
holding
that was
well, and
definitely your
that was
fault
it.
then. Be careful, guys. There is a massive pile up in the castle section. Let's have a look. Who else is
Be
coming
careful,
close?
guys. If I'm watching, yeah, you're gonna crash. Uh, I'm not going to mention it, but I'm just on board with someone right now who's just started a flying lap and hopefully be able to put a time in to keep themselves in to Q3.
So luckily enough, as I was on board with Matt. I'm trying to think of another way to say it. Bilton and Matt. Bilton, Matt, and Death Dragon were on their outlaps, so luckily it wasn't put off by the damage of Abyss. A bit lucky, really.
Just waiting to see how Rizzlesticks really does because he needs to put in a good time here to get through into Q3. Obviously, we've got drivers such as Flea, Tier, You Never Walk Alone, Matty, and Civi, who are pretty close, and Death Dragon as well himself. Quite close to that drop zone.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. Matty's definitely a fast driver, so he's on the soft tyre, so he's definitely turned it up a little bit to make sure he gets out of Q2. Got maybe a bit held up there from the Ferrari, but he's still ploughing ahead. Here what he could do is he comes around the last proper corner of the circuit before he gets to the long DRS straight.
And got Rizzlesticks on a 1:39.5, so puts himself second, right behind Freedom.
Soft tyres again though, so obviously could make a factor in the race.
Yes, definitely, and that's the end of Q2.
Crosses the line just in time, that does Matty, goes in third. I was watching the chat again on between Lexi and Izzy. It looks like they'll be the shortest combination for their driver pair up. They've a height of 5'3" and 5'4".
Does that mean they can actually jump in the same car?
Possibly, actually, it'd be like
one control the pedals and the other one can actually watch and steer.
It's like we see in the cartoons, isn't it, with the two people on top of his shoulders and with a coat round them. That'll be them two in one car. But yeah, do you know what? Honestly, girls, there's always room for drivers, and no matter what the skill level you are, there's definitely room for everyone.
Yeah, just watch some of the other racing leagues. You'll see what kind of skill level you really need to be in a league.
Yeah. So I know for example, this is our first season with this league here, and then. So my league's entering season 2. You have the Transnation on the PlayStation side, which is entering their 8th season now, and they've got like tiers 1, 2, and 3. So again, anything's possible. Raukio goes second at a 1:39.2.
Flea's just threw himself in 5th with a 1:39.5 on the soft tyre. The people jumping on the soft tyres basically pushing people on the medium tyres out.
Yeah, definitely. So they're going to possibly put them into threat a little bit now, because Kingsholm is now out of quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a good job there from Raukio, as he's pointed out. As we see a bit of a chain here. Rizzlesticks on the lap. He's currently 45 seconds down, so I believe that will be it. Going nice and slow back into the pits.
Marty said to say I'm tier 3 in TNE, I'm bloody quick at this track. Well, I think I'm actually tier 3's commentator for next season.
Yeah, that would
be quite interesting to see how he does on that as well, with drivers of a mixed ability.
You should have commentated on tier 2. That's the league I'm in.
Oh, well, you'd have to speak to Brett about that.
Yeah, we'll have a little word. I don't know. I actually don't know who's commentating our tier. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm doing that on my own, so it's all fun.
Oh yeah, someone asked me if I wanted to do it for the pre-season yesterday. No, Saturday. I said no, not for pre-season. I'll wait for the actual season. I don't want to do it on my own.
See, just give us a shout, mate. If I'm free, I'd help you.
Yeah, definitely.
So
commentating on your own is hard.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting here watching these cars go around the circles at the moment.
Yeah, waiting for, I think it was Rizzle Sticks, there we go.
There we
As these-
go. Fantastic. This is the problem when someone decides to jump in the pits on the way back in. It kind of slows the whole thing down.
Definitely, but
And then you got the
they don't want to waste
Codemaster
their
struggles.
they don't want to waste their tyre wear, do they? Because obviously the cars that keep going round at the moment are going to have worse tyre wear for the race.
So we've got Kingso, Matibot, Civi, Tia, and Abyss all out at Q2. Unfortunately, these drivers all chose the medium tyres. I reckon if they went onto the soft tyres, they would have got 1.2 seconds off. So you'll be looking at them pushing other drivers out. So it's unfortunate, really. That's how it happens. Onto Q1. This is going to be more interesting now because the drivers that we're expecting to be in the mix for pole are actually out.
Yeah, definitely. It's literally a shock to see Kingsholm out of Q2. But I guess from another point of view, Flea will be laughing his head off at the moment, I think.
Oh yeah. I can hear the smugness from him already.
I could definitely hear it. Definitely. Love to get on board with in that little fly on the wall conversation there.
Yeah.
Get a drink ready for the race because we've got a long time. Mouths are really exciting to get dry.
It's all the talking, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. You have to keep your
So,
your mouth moist, as they say.
yeah. A bottle of iron brew would help me do that. I'll just sit there with a large bottle of iron brew ready for this race. We've got.
You're not doing much of a stereotype, are you? Sitting there with iron brew.
Yeah. So we've got World Gamer who's actually starting the outlaps, and his fishtails round turn 2. I think he's just doing a bit of showboating and to get himself ready for this. Warming up his tyres on the exit of the corners. That's brilliant.
So whereabouts do you actually live then, guys? You because obviously the accent is definitely a northern accent.
Yeah, don't say it because it's like I'm not technically Scouse.
Yeah.
But I do live near Liverpool.
It don't matter, don't worry. Because I said my partner Lexi is actually from Birmingham, so her accent's a bit like this, you know. It's not far off.
Oh no! I used to be with someone. Used to work with someone who was from Kidderminster. I was like, I'm from Kidderminster, me.
Oh, it's just like.
Yeah, it's just like it's just talking like he's like everything's gone so slow.
Yeah.
And then you got me who's a Scouse accent talks very quick.
Really quickly and really quite high pitched and when you get excited and that.
Oh yeah.
But it is funny. I said I've got. Oh, hang on. Sorry, just seen Evil Hunter got a bit out of shape there and has done his winging. Not sure what happened there. Bit of a strange one, that. But he's gonna have to come back into the pits. So I'm gonna jump on board with Death Dragon and see his flying lap. Bit of an odd one.
Oh right. Sorry, I just kind of had to laugh there. Matty with we've got Matty with Brummies just sound bored and confused all at the same time, and Rachel, what part of Wirral are you from? The nice part of Birkenhead. Well, Rachel, I live in Bidston, so definitely a lot nicer than Birkenhead. I don't walk around with trackies tucked into my socks. Like wear me hoodie backwards and like with a jacket wig. So yeah, definitely a nicer part than Birkenhead. I'll be honest.
I don't think I have too much of an accent. Obviously, my accent's a bit different.
So where are you from?
I'm from East London. I'm a traditional Cockney, mate.
You're not a traditional Cockney. You don't talk like a Cockney.
I know, but I actually am. My actual, I was actually
you have
born,
got little.
I was actually born within the sound. I know, but I've actually born within the sound of the Bow Bells. But the little twang, I've realised, comes from being with a Brummie for 7 years. So my accent does change because I I've been with her, so I've picked up her twang, and because I like to imitate voices, like for example her sister and her family, my accent just naturally changed to have a Brummy twang. So when I talk, it does this and goes up in the air.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
So our kids are gonna have like the worst accent. They have the Brummy Cockney accent. It's gonna be like, "All right, there, son, how you doing? Are you right? All right, there, mate."
Well, Gamer posted the time of 1:39.4 and Death Dragon with a 1:39.5, so quite competitive times there. I will be honest, my accent changes. I've got Scottish parents, so my accent does change. Have a Scottish twang when I speak to them, and then it usually kind of fizzles out depending on like who else I speak to. So this accent you're hearing now has got a Scouse twang, but if I speak to another Scouse, it's goes a lot stronger.
Yeah, same with me and my mates. When I'm with my mates, they go, the Cockney really comes out.
Yeah, and the Cockney rhyming slang as well comes out as well, does it?
The thing is, we do it naturally. It's not a thing that we think about. But like, say, if I'm with my mates and we're having a little laugh for the joke, you're not having a fucking bubble, aren't you? Jesus Christ, mate, you're having a fucking bubble, and it just naturally comes out. But we don't sit there and go, oh yeah, I'm going to go up the apples and pears, and like that's not how we do it. It just naturally comes out. Like my boss at work, he's a Greek, and Cockney rhyme slang for Greek used to be called bubble and squeak. So if I say to him, "Oh, you're a bubble," I call him bubble. But then someone overhears that, they think, "Why are you calling him a giraffe? Why are you calling him a laugh?" Like it doesn't make because it means a lot of meanings for bubble.
Yeah. We've got Matty with a 1:40.0. So these 1:40s are the go-to time, really. And Rachel with a bit more banter towards me said, "Say purple burglar alarm." If you want a purple burglar alarm. There you go, like kidder. How's that for you, Rachel?
Could be worse. Could sound like this.
Jamie bombed our chippies in the war, that kind of stuff. That's all I get when I'm doing commentary.
Oh, don't. It is funny. It
is great. I love a bit of banter.
Accents are brilliant. Like I said, I can't help but try and mimic an accent. I won't even try and mimic the Geordie. The Scouse, because it's so stereotypical. It's not even funny.
You got Valkio now, just about to post a fast time. Let's see what he gets.
1:39.
Oh, he goes top 1:39.1. Fantastic time.
Brilliant from him. Unbelievable.
Try saying Joe. Trying to say chicken and a can of Coke.
Chicken and a can of Coke.
There you go.
See, I can do
Jimmy
it.
Carr.
Jimmy Carr is a legend. But I see, but at my accent, I go, hey. that's my go-to. Hey.
Calm down.
Hey, fucking calm down.
Language, Timothy.
Oh, don't.
So we've got Percy post the
say
time
purple
of
burger alarm in a Scottish accent, not a Scouse. That's
man, I've got to get in the mindset. I'll give you a moment, Rachel. I'll try and do it while qualifiers finish, and I'll get my head around it. It's getting the accent right as it is. Like it's all right if get my mum to come and speak to me, and then I'll just spiel it off dead quick.
The Wild Gamer just come in as well, said try and do Northern Irish. The thing is, my family is Northern Irish, and I can't understand that side of the family because my Uncle John, and I'm not joking, talks like this. But that's how he talks.
Well, the Northern Irish accent is like the Scottish accent, but a bit more drunk.
And it's aggressive as hell. It's aggressive.
It is, but so Scottish, like
Scottish is really aggressive.
Proper Glaswegians are aggressive.
But then you got the other side of it. You got the lovely Edinburgh accent, which is a lot flighter and a lot nicer accent.
That's because they're full of fairies. It's a known fact.
You're gonna get the Scots coming after you now.
Oh no! I see, it's all right. My family's from Glasgow, so us Glaswegians were like there with the strength and everything. Like, wars are won by Glaswegians, not by anybody from Edinburgh.
Have you seen the clip of the farmer from Kerry? Nobody else in Ireland can understand it. I've not actually seen that. Have I? Is that the one that goes, "Get him, Daddy! Get him, Daddy"? Oh, is that him? Whose horse is that? That guy. Is that the right one?
We've got Flea now coming over, about to come over the line. He looks like he's getting a toe from Percy, which is fantastic. Oh, Percy doing the teammate thing. Fantastic to see that.
A 1:39.6.
I put the time. That's a very quick time still. It's
Oh,
quite
the guy
interesting
lost
to see
his
how
sheep. No, I haven't seen that one. The guy that lost his sheep. I'm not seeing that one.
freedom of 139.9.
Rizzle Sticks on his outlap, so we'll come back to him in a bit. She might as well stay on board with Rizzle Sticks as he goes round. So the guy who lost his sheep, I've not seen that video. I think we have to try and find that at some point in the stream. Oh god, we're gonna get so much hate now. All the accents we're taking off.
It's all a bit of banter.
The best accent to do though is Australian though. It's definitely the funniest because the Australian accent is basically a slowed down Cockney accent.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey. It's just literally. I'm not going to try and do it, but I'm trying to think about how to do it. I'll say something in Cockney.
Get your mindset
right.
It's
a bit fucking hot. It's literally talking like this, and it's a bit like what I'm talking now, but it's so hot. You talk so much slower. I know, it's Australian. But I'll do the same accent to Brett as well. That is Brett. The only thing I can do with Brett, because we was doing an interview in F1 last season, and one of the interviewers was a kid, and he had a squeaky voice. Brett didn't realise his mic was not muted. And all you hear him say is, fuck no, he's a bit of a squeaker. And we had to kind of talk over it and try and get out. Anyways, carry on.
So we've got Valkyrie who's just put a time of 1:39.1, which is fantastic there. I didn't even see that happen.
No, brilliant time from him. I'm on board with still Rizzle Sticks to see what he can do. It's not the cleanest of laps, but it could be enough to get him maybe above Matt, or the Mats, I should say. But I've looked like he's pulled out of that, so never mind. He's moved out of the way, it looks like.
And I think Flea is actually crashed out, maybe? It
No,
looks like
he's in the pits.
He's actually in the pits when that's happened.
Yeah.
Alright, so he looks like he's quite happy. Oh, he's beat King's Home, so he's going to be really happy with that position anyway.
Definitely.
It's like, apart from Flea, everybody's out on track at the moment. Be quite interesting to see what Evil Hunter does, because he was top in the timetables on both times.
Should have enough time. We're just going around sector 2 now, so he should have enough time to cross the line. The thing is, I think Rizzle's coming into the pit, so he's not going to be able to set another time, so he'll be probably 10th by time Hunter crosses the line. Still a fair position to be in.
Yeah, it's top half, isn't it? It's fantastic. Fantastic for some drivers. Like, they'll be like over the moon with 10th. But like myself, I'll be honest, I'll be happy if I get in top 10.
I'll be happy if I get into Q1. Q1 on this track sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. So we got Freedom now, who's actually come through sector 2 now. See if he makes any improvements.
Matty's just going through Castle now. He's already gone purple sector 1, so we'll see what he can do in sector 2. He makes contact with the wall, and that's wing damage he's got there, so he's going to be struggling now for the rest of the lap. I want to see what his sector time is when he crosses it, but he's definitely going to be a lot slower. Be very, very careful now. With 4 cars slowing down for the end of it. The disqualified has ended. Raukio's crashed.
Yeah, Freedom's slowed down. Slowed down there, so.
Raukio's crashed by the looks of it.
Oh no. He's spun out at 10-2 by the looks of it, and just couldn't keep it. Yeah, he's lost his front wheel there. It was just on board of Freedom. I tell you what, if you watch my stream, you would have just seen Valkyrie's car sitting there with the wheel off, and then all of a sudden just fall through the floor. Gotta love Codemasters.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? Matty's got a bit slower because of his wing damage, so he didn't set a faster lap time.
Evil Hunter with 1:38.8. That is so close to Percy's time. It's 11 thousandths.
It's very close in this track. There's a lot of close runners today. Look, it's definitely 138, 138, 139, 139. It's going to be really, really close when it comes down to the race.
Well, top 7 drivers are within a second of each other, so it's fantastic to see that.
Death Dragon pulled out of his lap there. I'm not sure what happened there. Decided to cross the line. Wild Gamer is about to cross the line next.
Bilton is put a 1:39.1, so he jumps into third. That's a good place to be third.
Yeah, definitely.
Got a good opportunity on this track. You got a good opportunity to take second by the first corner, and that's the end of Q3. And we'll throw the order out to you in a moment. So that is Percy and Paul. We got second with Eva Hunter. Third is Bilton Matt. Valkyo in fourth. Freedom in fifth. Wild Gamer in sixth. We've got Death Dragon in seventh. Fleet in eighth. You Never Walk Alone Matty in ninth. And 10th is Visual Stick. So that's a good qualifying session there. And we're looking forward to the race.
Yeah, definitely. The gap between us, the 1 and 2, are going to be interesting during the race. And then look at the mid pack. Separated by hardly anything, half a second basically between that middle pack.
Yeah, even Matty with the being the 140.0, that is still a very good time.
And that was with damage as well. He had damage during that lap. So it'll be interesting to see where he comes out. There's definitely a faster driver. Izzy's hoping that there's no carnage in the first corner. It's not even the third; it's the second as well, and then the third after that. So it's got a lot of possibilities for damage on this track.
I always say, it's the problem's always in turn 2 when it comes to Baku. Got Matty saying, hoping I can get points this race. Well, Matty, with the pace you had in qualifying, I'll be shocked if you didn't get points, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. Izzy's saying Castle as well. Yeah, Castle's the biggest problem with Castle is one driver losing it and getting stuck, and then you're going to get a chain reaction of everyone just ploughing into him. Because don't forget, guys, ghosting is not on. It's ghosting, it's turned off. So don't just try and plough through someone. So
I'm going to go for Rachel's request and try to say this purple burger alarm in Scottish. So it's purple burger alarm. I can't really say it properly because my mum's not here talking to me, so and it sounds weird with these headphones. I can't hear myself speak properly.
His Scottish accent, the only one I can try and imitate is Billy Connolly. But Billy Connolly, it sounds like this. So purple,
it's a bit husky, isn't he?
Purple burglar.
Purple burglar alarm.
That's really hard to do.
Here's a formation lap going. So 26 laps around Baku. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we know the top 10 were locked, as we saw. So the top 2 on mediums, then 3rd to 10th on softs. Kingsholm opted for the mediums. Matty opted for the hards. We have another driver here. I don't know who this is. Dennis Paul. Didn't see him in the thing. Must have missed him. He's on mediums. Tia Abyss. Valentine on hards. Japawa on softs. Gaz on hards. Ari and Non-Human also on hards. So Non-Human did manage to join us, by looks like. So hopefully.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, we've got a full 20 grid. Should be a brilliant race.
That's good to see a full grid.
Definitely is. I did change my strat, but it didn't save. So Matty what strat was you going to go on?
Yeah, let us know. A lot of these people are going on hard tyres. Are probably going to try and push for the long stint on the hard tyres, and then seeing if they can finish either on the softs or the mediums. Gives them that option.
Oh, spin! Got a spin.
Percy was fishtailing there.
Rizzle Sticks looks like he's had a little bit of a spin. Luckily, there's no damage on the formation lap, so he should be okay.
Yeah. So yeah, predicted their pit strategies are medium to hard or medium softs, like we said before. That's the 2 strategies I would have went for. Yeah. Obviously, you mentioned the medium soft, which actually is a possibility at this circuit.
It all depends, like I said, if you have the ability with the safety cars and the VSCs. If they're out for a long time, it's possible. A couple more DNFs from the
as these cars now are warming up, I'm going to let the viewers know about our LFR Jensen Button Award, which is an award at the end of the season for the cleanest driver. So all our drivers do get nominated for points. It's basically secret points ballot, so drivers do not know what the score they've got until the end of the season. And then at the end of the season, we reveal who we believe is the fastest the cleanest driver, so to say. Rules are that they've got to be clean, no incidents, and they've also got to complete the race, which is, I think, quite fair. Kind of promotes the clean driver in us.
Yeah, definitely a good idea to do, especially with a new league as well.
Yeah, we are looking at showing rewards for clean drivers, which is what we really want. We want nice clean racing. Competitiveness will grow and grow as time comes along, but cleanliness needs to be there from the beginning. And we've got Percy now setting himself up, ready to take the start of the race.
Trying to get a good angle for the...
Matty was going to go medium soft.
What, is it one stop, Matty, or the medium soft?
Or the medium soft.
Yeah, because that would have been quite a difficult stretch on just the one stop.
It would have been brave. Right, I am basically going to be jumping.
There you go, 5 lights.
Five
Don't forget it this time, and away we
go. There you go, Kingsholm.
And they're going along. Everyone's got very good starts. A lot of hustle and bustle in the middle. Everyone seems to go away cleanly so far, but it's turn 2, one we're going to focus on at the moment. Is there going to be any contact with anyone? Doesn't look like it. Everyone got through really brilliantly there, which is fantastic to see. Oh, I say that, and there's a big crash at the back.
Oh, the Haas and the Williams.
There we go.
Oh, would they hold it? It's like I'm watching like 2 cars, but there's actually 4 cars involved. So we've got a Haas, a Williams, a Renault, and a Racing Point involved in that.
The timing board has messed up a little bit because it still said Japaro's in P5, which obviously he's not now. He's actually nearer the back than anything. Waiting for the time boards to sort themselves out. It's funny that these little glitches still involved in the game, isn't there?
Yeah. It's just like Codemasters is too focused on other things.
Possibly take over from EA.
Well, I do know the inside loop on the EA is that they're not allowed to touch anything that's in the pipeline. They can only give suggestions, which means FIFA 2021, which is basically going to be the same game, is going to be untouched, and FIFA 2022 is F1 2022 is going to be a whole new game because of the new physics of the new vehicles that are going to be. But that was originally made to be for 2021 but FIA changing the rules. It's pushed the game back 12 months.
Brilliant, as you do.
So
a great overtake that I saw there from a non-human on Japawa. Really good and really brave. Does it very, very well up into 19th as he got stuck in that first lap incident.
Oh, it looks like there's a little bit of hustle and bustle down. Kingsholm in the pits. We've got Abesses in the pits as well. And Gaz has gone in the pits.
Yeah, again, the time boards are still not with us yet, so we're just going to have to bear with and see where everyone is. He is trying to sort stuff out quite a bit.
Yeah.
There we go, so leading this race apparently is Rizzle Sticks, but I don't think that is true. It ain't Kingsholm either.
He'd be happy if the race ended now, wouldn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
I tell you what, I'm just watching. I'm on board with Percy. Watching, he takes that first corner into the castle section very quick.
As long as he can do it without hitting the wall, I think he'll be fine. But
it's so quick. It's when he's got that perfect line through there. So I think he's had a bit. He's done a lot of practice on that.
I've still got no time. I'm going to try and reset my timing was a little bit. Maybe, hopefully I'll come back. Nope, still nothing. I can't see gaps. I'm just looking at the moment a battle between Evil Hunter and Death Dragon. Bit of a train from behind them.
Freedom is making a move on Death Dragon at the moment. By the looks of it, he is closing in.
On Raukio's going to have DRS as well on Freedom. Very, very close here. Raukio goes down the inside of turn 1. Makes that move stick. Or does he? Because Freedom is coming back at him. Raukio will still have the inside line as Fleas retire from the race.
Oh. I think that might have been a little bit of a hustle and bustle between turn 1 and 2. And that's a virtual safety car. So,
let's see if we can see any damage from that car.
Driver's down to 60% pace now, so the gaps kind of are relatively maintained really here.
Hopefully it gives a chance for Codemasters to kind of get their grip with this race. we see some actual timing boards.
The virtual safety car kind of like increases the time difference. So with a 60% increase, you're looking at from 1 second moves up to 1.6 seconds. So it doesn't really give a respect how close these drivers are at this moment.
Definitely not. But it's now been released. So we're back to racing again. There's another crash. It's Matty. It's Matty, but has spun it in the castle. Tier just manages to get past as Matty's trying to do a 3-point turn. He has lost all of his wing. No. I was aboard with Tier. I was aboard with Tier. I was aboard with the driver behind him.
See, because I was actually watching the front runners there at the time.
So that's it. Just kiss up to him. That's it.
Yeah. I've got to defend myself after their qualifying.
And Matty's got to be very careful now because we get past this fast bit of track, and there we go. What did I say? Matty's out of this race. He took the hairpin corner, the curb corner a bit too fast, and had no braking. So
I'm surprised the safety car hasn't come out there.
Oh, another contact with him. Abyss has hit the back of him.
Oh no!
Oh no! The non-humans hit the back of him.
Non-human into the back of Abyss, and Abyss into Matty. This is why. This is why you got to take extra careful when it comes up to a car. Oh, it looks like non-humans actually can't move.
They've got a bit of a problem there, non-human. Oh, he's back now. Whether he.
I think he was actually.
Is he possibly?
I think he was actually waiting.
Oh, I think he's AI. I don't think he's actually there. Looking at Japawa from behind, he's got a red cross.
Yeah. So.
As we have another VSC come out. Very strange happenings here. So Abyss will have to come into the pits as well, along with Mattybot. Or Mattybot's out now, so non-human will have to come in. Visual Sticks picked up a drive-through there for speed on VSC. It's a very hectic race at the moment. No safety cars as of yet though, so it's all VSCs, all virtuals. Nothing major. I'll quickly run through more yellow flags again. It's like it's Freedoms. He spun it, facing the wrong way. He wants to be very careful about being there. Does make a brilliant spin and comes back into 9th place. About to say, now it's calmed down. We'll go through the standings quickly. So we have Wilson in first, Percy in second. Although that's about to be changed because Hunters has overtaken him. Hunter's now in second.
That overtake was on the inside of turn 19, so it was on that very fast sweeping left-right in the middle of the back straight. So that was quite a nice.
Percy's pitting. Nice wing damage. Wing damage on Percy.
Maybe
that's why
cut the wall.
Slow. Yeah. The Visual Sticks has also come into the pits again.
So that's a McLaren 2-3.
It is a McLaren 2-3, so we'll do this again. Hopefully we don't get any more changes. Bilton in first, Hunter in second, Death Dragon in third, Raukio in fourth, Wild Game in fifth, Matty in sixth, seventh with Visual Sticks, Percy in eighth, Freedoms in ninth. Freedoms is in 10th now after being in the pits, and Tier is in 9th now. And Raukio and Death Dragon are battling it out, and Raukio's gone round him into 3rd place. I did just miss that. Brilliant from Raukio there.
Absolutely fantastic.
Driving that car, unbelievable. Through that castle, it literally there was no walls there. Brilliantly drove. And Evil Hunter is chasing down Bilton Matt.
It looks like it could be a nice little battle because Evil Hunter is a fast driver, even on the medium tyres.
Well. Yeah, you can see the difference in the speed even on their medium tyres. They will have DRS when it comes round. His overtake's open. Have a look, we'll see what he can do. It should be a simple overtake for him. We have yellows again in sector 3.
Bilton has gone into the pits, so Bilton might have had that wing damage.
Have a look and see if we can see anything on the pit wall when he comes round. So he's Rauko going into 2nd place.
No,
it's 5 laps.
I
think they're pitting for new tyres.
Oh.
Raukio stayed out on those 5-lap-old softs.
So yeah, you're looking at 5-6 laps on the soft tyres, 10 to 12 on the medium tyres, 15 to 18 on the hard tyres, give or take.
Jumping back a little bit, I'm going to see a battle between the red cars here, as Valentine has got DRS on Freedoms. Bit far away to do anything at the moment, I think, so they'll stay on board with that one. But the gaps now between the drivers, what we can see, are quite big.
Yeah. Bilton's sitting in third now. It's like he's got 17 seconds to make up to get back up to Eva Hunter.
These guys haven't pitted yet, so there's a bit of obviously, it depends how quickly he can get those tyres heated up, because Raukio is going to be struggling on those softs.
Of course.
Here we go. There we go. We've got a bit of a train now from, looks like it's from Kingsholm, Freedoms, Riddle Sticks, all within a second of each other. We've got another crash here, possibly. Matty, was that Matty has a little spin? There's definitely a yellow flag I saw there.
I didn't see anything yellow flag there, I'll be honest, I might have missed that.
Nothing massive, I don't think, so we're just going to carry on.
So Bilton's actually took off
Death Dragon's
2
got
seconds.
wing damage.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, you can see that he's gone very wide for a lot of the corners there. He's lost a lot of wing. So he'd have to come in for a new set of tyres and a new wing with that as well. And he's just come back in.
Well, I'll just watching Bilton, he's actually made up 2 seconds on that outlap there onto Raukio, so he is flying with that medium tyre, and Percy sets the fastest lap at the moment with a 1:43.4. So it could, with the times tumbling the way they are, we could be seeing a 4-way battle at the front if Raukio gets in the pits very soon.
Yeah, definitely. So a couple of messages to read out. Obviously, on your stream, you have Matty Green quoting Charles Leclerc, "I am stupid, I am stupid." And then Get Carter saying evening. Hello, Get Carter, welcome to the stream. Grizzle Sticks has made the overtake over Valentine, who's got wing damage again. I think there's a lot of damaged wings going about today.
I think the next battle will be Abyss and Ari.
Yeah, Kingsholm have taken as well by Freedom, so they got a full safety car.
Oh, Gaz is out. Gaz is out. He same corner as
Matty.
Matty went out.
Oh, yeah, that car's got no wheels.
Yeah, and the non-human car is
non-human car.
Yeah, is stopped right behind him. So that'll be it. Oh, and the Bilton has collided.
Oh no!
Oh, Percy, that's.
And again. Oh no!
Oh no!
And again, guys, be careful. There's a lot of damage going on here.
Safety car, guys. You've got to be slowing down.
As Bilton's going to try and regain some positions back, but I don't think it's going to be possible, to be honest. They will have to pit.
These drivers now having to pit with it, get the new wings on. This is a typical Baku situation, isn't it? Losing wings.
It is the problem as well when you have AIs in the race, because they don't think like a normal driver would, so they'll just happily sit behind a car and they'll cause that incident.
So that's it. That was basically caused by the non-human car stopping on track because of a crashed out Gaz.
Yeah, just literally the messages are going through at the moment. They're all basically the same. Just parking the car on track.
Yeah.
How's the race been so far? And then oh no, oh god. Literally, I don't think you're gonna time that much better.
No. You just like sat there, go yep, and then in with the crashed out cars. So Eva Hunter on the hard tyre. He could make that last to the end.
Yeah, he definitely could. That's a good pace to pit there, but it's going to be very slow.
Yeah, it's a hard tyre though, so obviously I do believe Baku is much better for the medium tyre over the soft tyre as well. So
I've got to say, I do feel sorry for Bilton, who was the biggest loser in that connection with
Of
the AI
course.
car. It's gutting for him. He's now down to 11th place on the medium tyres.
It's not much we can really do about that with the regards of AI and crashing out cars. It's
Yeah, so especially on that corner as well. It's just very
yeah.
difficult. There'll be a couple of penalties. I'm assuming he'll try. Obviously, he did pick up a penalty there, so I think it's the same one. I'll just double check that. 10
If
seconds
that's the
out.
same one,
I'm sure he'll
yeah,
get that removed if he
yeah.
doesn't pit again.
Well, obviously the admins will be fully aware of this situation and could get that removed quite easily for him because that was not his fault.
Yes,
Any other
plus
drivers have got penalties for that?
only non-human himself, but he's what's the name?
He was non-human, so be getting more penalties for that.
It's a bit ironic that the non-human is a non-human at the moment.
Yeah,
Just wait for a few more laps because there's a lot. The cars are very spread out at the moment, as we see a very slow Abyss going round the castle. I wonder if he's got damage there. He's just been very careful. No, it seems to be okay. Seems to be going around it very slowly. We're trying to be very careful. But here we go. So we're just waiting for Abyss to basically catch up to the pack. Non-human, which is literally kind of screwed up every moment because he's sitting amongst the leaders as being a lapped car. That ain't going to be very fun for them, trying to overtake.
not at all.
Have a look how far back he is.
I think he might be right behind Rocchio, is he?
Yeah, he's basically sitting in between second and third. So with Ralkio and Kingsholm, no, Freedom, sorry. But like I said in the last stream, like it'd be ideal if us as streamers or as spectators had the ability to black flag a driver. So for example, non-human not being there, we can happily black flag him so his car gets out of the way. But it's just going to cause more incidents because that corner is just going to happen again, I think, today.
Yeah, it's. Well, drivers are with the yellow flag. They should be aware, and they do have track maps available on the systems, so they can actually be aware to where these cars are sitting. So it's a little bit of a judgment call, really.
Matty Bot just said, should we try and invite non-human back? Yeah, Matty, if you've got him as a friends list, mate, try and invite him back. See if you can get him to retire his car.
That'd be fantastic.
On a friends list. Let me have a look. See if he's actually online here. He is online. I'll just try and message him now as well on the Discord. Don't want to have this car keep causing incidents like this.
Not at all. So it looks like we haven't got one more lap with the safety car out.
Okay, so look at my messages. That's too much work for Codemasters, is what Izzy said about my comment about the spectator options. I think you're right there, Izzy. They can't even get the boards right, or even like lined up properly sometimes.
We got Wild Gamer mentioned say I broke my front wing twice. Yeah. And got a message from Flea, totally messed that up. Never made a mistake like that before. Raging with myself. So maybe it was from being all happy to all now. Screw this. Kingston's better than me.
Well, Kingston's sitting in fourth, so let's see if we can hold it this time. Because last week we didn't.
Last week it was a bit of a spin, wasn't it? They put him back out again.
Yeah, a bit of a stinking lap from him. One lap, one mistake. That's all it takes in F1. Waiting to see if non-human does rejoin. I'm not too sure if he will though. Cars have all now caught up, so I expect the safety car will be in this lap, hopefully, so we can get back to some racing. But so far, 1 safety car, 2 virtuals. There we go. Non-human has rejoined. So fingers crossed he can get his car back into the garage and retire that. Safety car is not coming in this lap then, by the looks of it.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
Safety car in this lap.
Bit late to be coming out, but there you go.
It's just before that turn is the sector 2 line, so.
Yeah, on this track, I'm normally far at the back, so it comes a lot earlier, the warning.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what Evil
I've had one where the safety car mentioned it was going in just before the last corner on a circuit. I think it was Hungary. The Hungaroring. Just before the last corner before the pit entry, it was mentioned. Safety car going in. It was like, oh no. Here we go.
Not the best of starts from Hunter as the Raukio's looked for it inside. He's gone for a dive and he's gone roll too early there. Non-human has come into the pits and retired. Thank you very much, non-human, if you're watching. You are
very much appreciated.
The Raukio, big loser there, coming down into 3rd place. I think he went for a gap that was always going to be closing, to be honest.
Did a Danny Ricciardo?
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
non-humans left.
I'd say that, but that was more Max Verstappen's fault. But we won't go into that. That's more politics than racing, 100%. Wasn't it?
Yeah, so even Izzy there not recognised that was a bit early from Raukio.
Yeah.
He's a massive Raukio fan, is Izzy.
Oh.
Well, by the way, Izzy, why are you in the chat? Why Raukio? Why do you support him so much? I just wanted to just curious to know, really. Probably a relation of some sort.
The name reminds me of Peter Pan.
Oh, VSC's come out.
Fuck. Oh no.
He's Irish. That's why. That's the only reason. It's because he's Irish. Okay. Fair enough.
So we have actually got a few Irish people racing today. So I know Wild Gamer's not from Northern Ireland, and we've got someone else. I can't remember who's Irish.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. We'll have to work it out later.
Yeah, I saw 2 Irish flags on the lobby when we first came up.
Okay, Wild Gamer is
DNF.
On track. He's done it on track though, so I'm not too sure that'll be.
Has he crashed out?
No, he just retired on track. I think he had a bit of an incident in the castle. But King's Holm is down in last. What happened there?
He did go into the pits.
Ah, okay. Curious there to wonder why he went in. So here we go. So VSC is still activated at the moment. It has now been released. We have, I can't say, Paul on a overtake with Death Dragon, gone to the inside, but Death Dragon holds it, and it's left door open for Matty, and Matty's gone round, and from overtaking position, he's now been overtaken himself. So Matty up into 8th place. Brilliant overtake there from him.
Fantastic.
Abyss is the other one, I think. Izzy pointed out. Abyss is the other one that's Irish.
Thank you. So, 2 Irish people in there. Surprised they didn't cause the carnage, to be honest.
Oh, can't be saying things like that.
No, it's fine. Irish people don't know how to drive.
Izzy, I'm not part of him. So please just continue to subscribe to DxT TV as I'm starting to stutter now. She said, "Wow." No, Izzy, no, please, don't leave. Don't leave me. Oh God. My partner's part is part Irish as well, so it's all good.
Oh,
I'll remove all 8 subs, Dan. For God's sake. I wonder how you know my name as well. That's the other thing. I go by Hobo, and yet somehow you know my name's Dan. Oh God. Anyway, back to racing. Got a long train here from 6th place down to 9th. We'll see what happens here as we go around. Percy's catching up Ralph Keogh as well.
So I've just got a message from Wild Gamer. There was a car stopped at the corner before the castle section, and he broke his front wing and then crashed into the castle section.
Hunter's pitted. Wing damage from Hunter.
Oh no! This is like the front runners tend to be dropping out left, right, and centre right now.
Yeah, so now Freedoms will take the lead. Now Valkyrie in second. So sorry, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, so Wild Gamer actually crashed out the castle section. So that was the reason why he DNF'd. So the cars were stopped on the corner before, so that'd be 10, 7, and then yeah, he lost his front wing there and then couldn't make the turn for the castle section, crashed out. So that's him out. It's unfortunate, really, that we lose some drivers in this kind of race. Oh, this is Baku of all. Percy's making a move on Valkyrie. Close it in. I'm sure won't be surprised if he makes a move on this back straight. Percy with a new fastest lap of 1:43.3. As he's still looking to make that move on Valkyrie. Oh, we've got a spin out from Percy. Trying to make a move on Valkyrie, he spins out, and now he is in the mercy of Rizzlesticks. Little contact by Tia onto Death Dragon there as they try and avoid contact. And I do think my co-commentator Herbo has dropped out for some reason. They're looking for the next battle, which would be Divi. Or Bilton, really. These are so close together, these guys, after the recent safety car.
Hello. I'm back.
You're back. Oh,
I don't know what happened there. I was just talking and then it suddenly went, we've lost Hobo. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just lost the complete voice down. I was like, wow, what's happened there?
That was odd. Nothing happened on the screen.
Well, I'll take this chance to say I do apologise to anybody who, if they took any offence for my Irish comments. It's just banter. I do apologise.
Is that how long I've been gone since that comment?
Sorry?
Is that how long I've been out of the mic since then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just after that, I thought like I was like, oh, has he dropped out because of my comments?
No.
But no.
Oh, Hunter's
yeah,
retired.
I do apologise. I do. Yeah. Hunter's retired. Oh no. What I was to make a good pace.
What I was saying was, Izzy was just basically saying, "Wow, I'm gone."
Oh like, no.
So I'm going to take all 8 subs from you, Dan. But yeah, I don't know how she knows my name's Dan, but there we go. I said I go by Hobo everywhere, but somehow she knows my name's Dan. But Izzy, he apologises, and I'm part Irish as well. So, and I'm the wrong side of the Irish. I'm Northern Irish, unfortunately.
Right. So you're the plastic Irish.
I'm the plastic Irish, yeah.
British, I'm technically, I'm classed as a plastic scouser, really being from this side of the water. Which I say the clean side of the water. because there is a massive difference between Liverpool and Birkenhead.
I've never heard of Birkenhead, so I'll take your word for that one.
Well, Birkenhead is actually older than Liverpool itself. It's just bizarre how they got the city and we didn't. But that's history for you. Oh, there is a
lot of
battle
contacts
going
here.
through.
Sorry, I'm actually on board with Slivy, whatever his name is. Slivin.
Yeah, I was just watching that battle myself. It looks like Matty lost a bit of wing there, maybe. Or no, it was Death Dragon lost a bit of wing, but there was contact there between those drivers.
Oh, more contact there is.
Tia spins round.
Tia goes for the inside. That was always going to close, a bit like Raukio did earlier. So that was never going to work out. Did he get any damage from that? Yeah, a bit of wing damage there as well.
We've got Raukio, who's actually hounding the back end of Freedom.
He's done very well to come back from his little half spin earlier.
Yes, he has. He's built up that there. Percy also spun out at turn 14. Went a bit sideways after trying to close down that gap with Raukio. He was in overtaking distance as well for the back straight and lost it there.
So what part of Ireland are you from then, Izzy? Obviously you're from Republic, I'm guessing. So you're from Cork, aren't you, El? Your family from Cork? Most of the O'Sullivans are from Cork. The O'Sullivan clan. Raukio now needs to have a good chance of overtaking. Ari isn't having the best of races. Ari is not. Ari is down there. He's definitely struggling at the moment. Southern Ireland. Yeah, that's near Cork. Southern Ireland, isn't it? Cork. They're on board now with Raukio. See what he can do. Freedom's already trying to use overtake as much as he can. Raukio's choosing to save at the moment. Oh, there we go. Using the bit of overtake now. Should be a simple overtake for Raukio. I can't see because the camera's awful.
Oh, that's...
Oh god, the worst camera angle. I can't see what's going on. There we go.
That was wheel-to-wheel battle right through turn 1 there. And it's still wheel-to-wheel going into turn 2. That's quite respectful driving from those two drivers. They're giving each other space. It's very good racing.
Freedom's now got DRS on Raukio. Will he try and hang around the outside? Oh, Raukio just says to him, no, you're not having that space, mate, it's mine. And that goes that. So Raukio up in the first place. Brilliant driver from the pair there.
It's brilliant when you see that kind of driving. Wheel-to-wheel battling for those kind of corners is absolutely fantastic, especially when it's that clean.
And for the lead as well.
Yes. We've got Matty, who is slowly closing that gap to Bilton.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
Japoa, who is it looks like Kingsholm is actually making space away from Japoa. Japoa was in an overtaken position earlier, and Valentine is closing in on Japoa, so it's could be a three-way battle here if Japoa managed to start closing that gap to Kingsholm.
Yeah, on the track map, they look very close together, but obviously when they do spread out in the fast corners, you actually see how far apart they actually are.
Yeah. So Valentine is 3 tenths behind Japoa, but 3 tenths is a big gap. But we can see we'll see what happens when it gets down to the back straight. Really, whether he can actually make the move or not. Because someone's lost front wing. I think Valentine has lost his front wing trying to get past
Japoa.
With
the wall. Bilton had made contact with the wall. Went too quick through the kinks of the straight. Could be under threat now from Matty, but I think he's going to pit him with a broken wing, and he is into the pits.
Yeah, so Valentine's will have to go in the pit now after losing his front wing at the castle section, trying to get past Japoa. Japoa also has front wing damage, so I should expect him to be coming in the pits as well. But he is closing in on Kingsholm.
There he is. It should be an overtake move in here. Is he saying that they're taking the term kissing the apex a bit too literal? And I think you're right. I wouldn't want to be doing the budget for these F1 teams today, because there's a lot of F1 wings being sold. There'll be a man very happy with the manufacturing with these drivers at the moment. He'll be probably screaming at them. There's your 8th wing, what are you doing? Oh, overtake from Valentine on Japoa. I didn't even see that coming. I was on board with Japoa. Valentine sweeps around the outside and does get both of them.
Oh.
And they go 3 wide. It's not going to end well. Oh, they just managed to keep out of the wall. Valentine takes the position. Japara into 11th, but still side by side with Kingsholm as they go through these corners here. This tight chicane. They're still side by side, and this inevitable's happened. Yeah.
Japoa kind of like got pinched with Kingsholm onto the wall. Kingsholm right next to the wall. Japoa kind of clips him, and he kind of goes right in front, across the front of him.
Yeah, that was always going to happen, to be honest. Izzy just commented saying, I don't know how they managed that to go side by sides for so long, and then she said, spoke too soon. Definitely right there.
I think Izzy should be like our third commentator, shouldn't she?
Definitely. Speaking of third commentators, Lexi's been very quiet in the chat. I'm not too sure why.
Keep the comments coming there, Izzy. We've got Civi's in the pit, so a fresh set of medium tyres will seem to the end. Maybe soft.
Civi, that's his name. I'm saying it completely wrong the whole time. Lexi abandoned, and I can't talk. Abandoned me. That's what she said. She's watching the stream because I can hear my voice from behind me. So she's definitely watching the stream. So on board with Matty at the moment as he's chasing down Rizzle Sticks. Oh, okay, no, never mind. That's why she's so quiet. She's spending my money. There we go. Oh, Ari's joined the... Ari, how are you messaging your racing?
Oh, Japoa. Japoa just crashes into the back of Kingsholm in the pits.
That's unfortunate.
So he just doesn't break in time and just crashes into the back of Kingsholm.
It's a good job he was
getting the wing
anyway.
Yeah, doesn't look like it's made any difference to the race itself. Maybe I don't think they got penalties.
No penalties, but Ari's got past them both. Or all three of them, I should say, up into 11th place now. He's right. Valentine is right behind Ari. So, does Ari race in? Ari's commenting in the chat. Yeah, he's commenting in my chat. So I don't think he's racing.
No, he's gone AI. Oh, that's unfortunate because I thought that might explain why he wasn't on the pace most of the way through the race.
Let me see if I can try and get him back in, if it's possible. 1 second.
So Percy now make the move on Freedom is now in second. So we've got Valkyrie in first and Percy in second. Freedom seems to be like losing it on those tyres. 14 lap old tyres, so he will need to pit soon.
Oh, okay. Apparently he couldn't join. Well, Ari, if you're not racing, if you can join that and just basically DNF your car, that'd be much appreciated. So let's have a look now on board with the battle for 6th place between Rizzle, Tia, and Civi. What did you say? That's Civi.
So
Civi's got past Tia. Brilliant overtake there from Civi, up into 7th place.
So just have a look at the position changes throughout the race. So Valkyrie's up 3, Percy's down 1, Freedom up 2, Matty up 5, Abyss is up 10. So quietly just climbing through the grid. Civi up 8, Tia up 8, Death Dragon.
Oh, big crash! Wow, Japara hit the back of Kingsholm. Safety car's come out. I'm not sure what happened.
And Rizzle Sticks is sideways. Just before the castle section.
That was a strange move. I don't know what happened there. I was on board with Kingsholm, and suddenly the pink Japara just smashed into the back of him, or into his side, and that was his wheel gone.
Oh no.
Safety car predictions looking on point. Yep, they're pretty much, to be honest. I have to find out what happened there. Ari's car has stopped on track, which is not going to be good. I don't know. I wish I could say that here, to be honest. We could have a problem now, because I think the lobby's going to glitch. Oh, no, Ari's stopped. Okay. Not sure what's happening now. Invite again, please. Okay, I'll try and get Ari back in.
Oh no, it's disqualified from the car's been disqualified from the session.
Oh, okay, so you don't need to apply back, okay. Okay, don't worry about Harry, the car's now gone, so I don't know what happened there. There's a bit of a glitch in the system. But
Yeah.
everyone's jumping on the softs, as you can imagine.
Yes, definitely. This is to be the opportune time for that. Drivers that will be staying out will be either ones who believe the tyres are good enough for the end of the race, or
Cool.
ones who just not timed it well.
Yeah, well then right now everyone is on fresh softs, so it's going to be interesting to see. Valentine's going to make an overtake on Rizzle as he's in the pits. But it's going to be basically a 5-lap shootout, well maybe a bit less than that once they all catch up, for basically points, because we've got everything from 0 points, being 11th, to 25 points. The power's gone from Discord. What's happened here then?
I think that might be a personal issue between Kingsholm and Japoa. So I think that'll be left down to the admins to discuss that.
We'll have to wait and see with that one. Well, Wild Game is still in the session. He's still in the session the whole time.
He was watching it with us. He was commenting a few little moments ago. So
He's asking, can Raukio secure the win? It's going to be a good battle between these drivers now, because obviously, personally, we know it's going to be very, very quick.
But we've seen Valkyrie do really well here as well. He's actually done fantastic. He's put some decent times in on qualifying. He's defended really well on the circuit as well, so be an interesting ending. Freedom's quite quick as well, so
yeah, definitely. Wait and see, but as the cars will catch up. Just watching it, reading my chat again, Izzy and Lexi are now talking about building her a gaming chair, gaming wheel set up. I've taken my one and cut it up. Is what you're trying to say?
So
okay.
Matty Bott is actually on, still in the lobby. He's watching Valkyrie and hoping Valkyrie will win. Obviously, Valkyrie's got a penalty as well.
It is. Is it a 3-second penalty or is it a 5-second? Must be a 3, surely.
So, let's have a look.
3 seconds.
Is it 3 seconds, is it?
Yeah, and also Valentine drive-through.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate for Valentine.
So
yeah, Kingsholm was saying that Japoa took him out on purpose.
Oh, no.
There we go.
That was what it kind of sounded like when you were describing it, and he plowed into the back of him, so...
Yeah, it wasn't... there was no reason for him to be that quick behind him on the braking zone. They said if you were battling with someone else, you could possibly say I was trying to outbrake someone, but no, I'm not too sure about that one. I can make one... I can make you one on CAD. I don't know what CAD is. I'm guessing it's a virtual one.
CAD is a
computer aided design.
DAD.
Yeah.
Computer aided design. Yeah. So
you can get one that's maybe 3D print it. Maybe a good idea. 3D print a chair. Maybe make some money out of that.
Let's see if the safety car will go in and give us 3 laps of battling.
I believe it should do. Obviously, Rizzle Sticks is going to be the biggest loser out of this because he's not going to be able to catch up in time. But we'll wait and see. Maybe safety car will go around once more. Oh, maybe once more.
Once more, so it'll be 2 laps to change the race.
It's going to be an interesting fight. Interesting fight for this end of this race. Yeah, I was actually thinking, talking about back to the wheel, before I got my racing seat, I was actually thinking about making one out of wood. Because it can't be too hard to make a seat that sits on the floor, that lifts your legs up a little bit, surely.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I was sitting there thinking like, I might make one myself. I've seen like a lot of designs on there, on Facebook of different people making seats.
Yeah, definitely.
No, my luck,
definitely easy, doable.
Yeah, but no, my luck, I'd make one and just get loads of splinters in me every time I race.
No, get an old school chair and some steel for the base, and that's what Izzy's saying. I'll send you some Pokemon designs. Oh, for God's sake. The girls, I say, if I swear to God, El, if a pink chair shows up, you're not going to have it. It's going to be mine. I'm having a pink chair, mate. I'm having a bright pink chair after racing.
But no one else is going to see it.
Exactly. Especially if Pikachu's on the side of it. I'm definitely having that.
A big Barbie bee on the back of it.
A big Barbie bee, yeah. I don't work with pink. Oh. Well, I do want them. Give it to her then. I don't care.
So Matty's corrected me. It is going to be a 3-lap race. If the safety car does go in at the end of this lap, so it will be 3 laps, of course.
Yeah, it'll be 3 laps. Yeah.
I've just kind of miscounted because it's like, so it goes against the whole mathematical laws, doesn't it?
It does. It's so strange because you want to take away. It's 2 laps between the two, but it's actually not. It's 3. It is frustrating. Sorry, maths isn't my forte either. Well, the amount of drivers you lost today, ridiculous. I'm
very good at maths, but when it comes to working out how many laps, it just goes. It's like, you got to add one. Remember to add
because
one.
you're going against what you naturally think is right.
Yeah.
So our losers today, obviously from the race: Chapoa, Kingsholm, Evil Hunter, Wild Gamer, Non-Human, Gaz, Mattybot, Flea, and Ari, who was disqualified from the session. So Izzy, you're going to have to outsource the production for everyone's safety.
So
Izzy, if you're in
the safety car coming in?
If you're in Discord, send me a message. I'll get you into the to message Lexi directly, and then you two can have a little chat about this all you like. Well, so I can give out your contact information. That's why. So there you go. So safety car is going to come in. We'll see you on board with Raukio when he decides to go. Percy behind him is the king of restarts.
Yes, last week he did fantastic with the restarts.
Raukio's gone already. Going to be close.
See, Percy had a little bit of a run up on him there. Percy actually waited back a little bit further, and just to give him a little bit of an early run up, but it's made no difference. Raukio is comfortably ahead.
That was brilliant. Brilliant start there from Raukio. He's got basically 3 laps, as Matty pointed out, to make this.
Death Dragon's made the move up.
Yeah, Death Dragon up into 5th. This is going to be close battling as Abyss look to have a little look again.
Oh, there's a spin. Is there a spin? Have I just seen a spin? No, I must be wrong. I've just seen a car going sideways. It must be wrong.
No, not on my screen. Everyone's going good.
No, I just see a car going sideways, and it's like, what? A spin? No, that was my bad. I do apologise.
Valentine had a little look down the inside of Civi. Didn't make it stick and could be under threat from Razzle Rizzle Sticks as he is. And they're going side by side the castle. No, they don't. Valentine backs out of it. Rizzle Sticks up into 10th place, claiming that 1 extra point. Or didn't want to see cars go side by side through that castle. That would not have been fun.
No. Not at all.
There's going to be no DRS for this end of this race. Maybe on the last lap, possibly. Not too sure how it would work out.
It's very it's very bizarre when it comes to like the safety car right before the end. Whether they get because sometimes they can cut the DRS time short, so you do get it for the last lap at least.
Yeah, it's definitely we have to wait and see for that one. At the moment, it's all down to power and setups and ERS.
Abyss was looking to make a move on Death Dragon, and he does. Does he make it stick? Oh, there's a crash at. I'm not. I've definitely just seen someone spin out there.
Yeah,
Valentine is out.
Valentine's out.
Yeah, it crashed at turn 17, and it kind of carried on down to turn 20.
And damage with Rizzle there, so it must have been contact between the two of them.
Oh. So I wanted to say it, and then I was like, do I say it? Is it my eyes playing with me? I don't want to go wrong again. But yeah, that's definitely a concept
issue. Why you saw a car spinning? So I've had it before.
Yeah.
I think you jinxed the spin. That's what
I jinxed the spin. Yeah, that's it.
I love it. Ain't me anymore. I'm now jinx free. Can we get an Irishman top 2? Sorry, 2 Irishmen in the top 5. We have Abyss sitting in 5th and Raukio sitting in 1st. The way that Abyss is going now, I think you can overtake Matty. He's doing very, very well. We have another spin at the back, I think. Yeah, safety car. Like,
But
yellow flag
he's got a
moving.
3-second penalty now, so I don't think that's going to make any. Well, it's not going to help him at all, really, in that.
I don't think he's going to hold on to the podium positions anyway. And I think I've seen Death Dragon ride the wall a little bit. Let's double check. No, I think it should be okay. I thought I saw a bit of damage there, fly off someone's car. Let's have a look back on board with Abyss, see what he can do. He's running out of ERS, that's the crucial part of this. Yeah, at least everyone now gets points, as he pointed out. Everyone now gets points in the race. Matty's trying his best to break the slipstream.
And Valkyrie with new fastest lap of 141.6.
Oh, DRS
almost as quick as last lap DRS.
This could change the lineup massively now, because Abyss is going to have a nice little run up to the back of Matty. As Matty spun, Matty lost a fishtail there. He lost 2 places there, so Abyss up into 4th place, and then Matty's falling back still, down in the 7th at the moment. Well, that's unfortunate for Matty.
Looks like Valkyrie is looking to see if he can open this gap up and save himself from dropping further than just 1 place.
Yeah, he definitely needs to. What is the gap on the time so far?
He's got 3.2 on Freedom.
Yeah, he'll stay in 3rd. So, but Freedom is trying to close that gap up. 3.3, 3.2. He keeps falling in and out of at the moment.
Yeah, so it gets It holds 2nd if he finishes like it is now. But Percy seems to be making the wanting to win it on track, because he's actually thundering now. He's closing that quite quickly. But I don't think he's going to make it 1 second on the last straight.
Death Dragon as well is still within the DRS of Abyss, so this could be a little last minute over swap of positions. But Abyss has also got a penalty as well there of 3 seconds, so he'll be falling out of the points, or out of some points anyway.
And you got Matty, Matty, who's looking to make a move on Bilton if he can get the DRS to work on his benefit.
So Percy will take the win of this race. Raukio Dubs come into 2nd, Freedom into 3rd. Abyss will cross the line in 4th, but will drop down to 6th, 7th, 8th place for Abyss.
Oh wow!
A big drop there.
That's what happens when you get penalties. Wow, that was a...
Yeah, that was a big drop from penalty. 1 3-second
penalty. Yeah, and Civi driver of the day. You know, it's quite tough to be... even though he did get the penalty, Abyss would have got the driver of the day.
Yeah, Abyss did really well to stay out of trouble. It's just a shame that the safety car kind of ruined that for him.
Yes. But it's a fantastic ending to the race, I will be honest. Of course, unfortunate to some drivers who are DNF'd throughout the race. Some not due to, not their fault, really.
Big
but
shame, really.
all these drivers now that have finished the race will be considered for the points for the Jensen Button Award, which will be fantastic for them.
Yeah, I think
some drivers,
even Kingsholm as well, because obviously he was taken out by another driver.
Any drivers that have maliciously been taken out or was completely out of their control, then they will be basically given points on the basis of what we've seen today. So Kingsholm will be getting points for that race today, because it'd be good to see the fair for the drivers.
I'll quickly run through their standings. Fine.
Yes,
they will disappear though, so I'll have them on my stream. Percy was your race winner. Raukio comes in at 2nd. Freedom's in at 3rd. Death Dragon comes in at 4th. We have Bilton comes in at 5th. 6th place we have Matty. 7th we have Civi. 8th for the big drop we have Abyss. 9th was Tia, and 10th, our last finisher, was Rizzle Sticks, and everyone else was a DNF, unfortunately. But it was a good race from Raukio and from the rest of the lads here today.
Yeah, Raukio did perform really well. It's his qualifying wasn't as great, but he did pull it out when it came to the race.
Yeah, definitely. It did do very, very well. All right, so the interviews. Shall we get the top 3 in?
Definitely, if we can, yes.
I'll let you run the interviews today, and I will invite them in.
No problem.
Find them. So we had Percy, obviously, again. I'll work out how to do this on the PS5. It's a bit different than what I'm used to. There we go. There's our chat. Get the guys in. Have a look if I can find them. Okay. So we have Percy, Raukio, and Freedoms. Is it the same three as last week?
Was it?
I remember speaking to Freedoms last week. I don't know if it was after the race. There we go. There he is. We'll get them guys in chat, and I'll let Gaz take away with the interviews when I get my words out properly. I'll read some messages quickly as well. Got that message flying through.
So we're going to start with Percy. Hello, Percy. How are you today?
Not too bad. Yourselves?
Well, we're great. Thank you very much. So, how do you feel about that after that epic race today?
Very sweaty. Must admit, I'm very sweaty. But yeah, it was fun.
I will be honest. I've seen one moment where you was, I think it was sitting third, fourth, and you had a little spin. You went sideways a bit on one of the corners. I thought that might have been you not being able to get podium after that because Sticks was right behind her, but you'd be recovered well.
Yeah, I think me and Rauko were side by side and just a bit of contact, really.
Yeah, I think it was my fault, to be honest. I tried to brake late, but I think I turned in a bit too soon.
Yeah, I'll let you off.
To be honest, it was a fantastic race to see from both of you, really. After Joe, was there any key points in this race that made you feel like you stood out above the rest there, Percy?
Not really, no. No, not really. I don't know how I've won that, to be fair. I mean, pitted 3 times, broken wing twice.
I will say your pace going through that castle section even put like hairs on the back of my neck.
Yeah, it's probably my favourite corner on the F1 game.
I was just watching you're going through that very quick. I'm like, wow, it's like a fantastic performance today.
Yes.
Can't wait to see next week. On to you, Raukio. Unfortunately, leading most of the race at one point. Like, you held it all the way to the end. Unfortunately, got penalties. Where do you think you got where was it that you got the penalties from? Which corner?
Out of the castle section. It's just stupid looking back at it. I never get penalties here ever.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's going to see the baby's crying.
Yeah, I do apologise.
I'll take over quick. So, you said in the chat that it wasn't your best race. So, what made you think it was a bad drive from you today?
Won the penalty, and during qualifying, it just felt so bad. I'm not too sure why, but I just didn't have the pace at all. It just didn't feel very good, my drive.
Well, I said you've done very well to come into basically cross the line first, but pipped to it. So well done to that. Izzy's coming in saying, "Why America?" I'm not sure who that was directed at. So did someone say that America was their favourite track? Not too sure. Oh, Freedom's left. I thought we can't get hold of Freedom. I'll try and get him. Ah, there we go. Freedoms, are you back with us? Wait and see if Freedoms for a second. Did someone say their favourite track was America?
Nope. Hate America.
Why'd you hate America? Maybe that was the question. Why'd you hate America?
Hate the layout of the track.
Was that America is? Are you on a pad or a wheel?
Wheel.
See, the wheel is. I think it's a bit easier on the wheel, a bit more fun. But on the pad, trying to do the S section is extremely difficult. Oh, that was Telexi. Oh, for God's sake, sorry. That was actually Telexi. I'm trying to read comments.
Just throwing it out there about the USA. You know, USA was made to look at all the best corners from the F1 calendar. You got it's like all the best corners you've ever get. It's like Maggots and Beckett's is your best bend. Sorry about that. My little boy's just crying on me here. 1 second.
Waiting for Freedoms if he does join back because he is struggling with it at the moment. But guys, thank you for joining us for the interviews after the race, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Fingers crossed. I'm trying to get a message from Freedoms and see if he's got any comments about the race, rather than him trying to come back in, trying to reset the internet. So wait there for a second. Gaz, how did you find the race went today?
I apart from the DNFs and the few little incidents, I thought it was very enjoyable, very intense, especially near the end when we're seeing some of the battles. The wheel-to-wheel battles was fantastic to see. I'll be honest, I'm a bit gutted for Valkyrie getting a penalty, really. He deserved to have that win.
Yeah, definitely. Did a good drive today, I think. Even though his qualifying one, I've been up to scratch for him. But yeah, I think he did really, really well. Freedoms has messaged me saying he wants to congrat Valkyrie and Percy. They deserved it, and unfortunately he wasn't quick enough today. So there you go.
He drove great as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
He did. Do you know what? I think the top three are definitely deserving of it today. They're brilliant drives today.
Yeah, well, a lot of drivers today were deserving of the win, and so it was always going to be a good battle. We've said that from Q1, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's going to be a good battle. Well, thank you guys for an absolutely fantastic race, and because I'll be honest, you three drivers were very clean. Obviously, little scrapes that don't really matter too much. So look forward to some extra Jensen Button reward points at the end of the season.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Thank you everyone that watched. Thank you everyone that's commented. Thank you Izzy, Lexi, Matt. I'm trying to think who else was commenting.
Wild
Ari,
Gamer.
Wild Gamer. Thank you all for keeping the chat going for both of our sakes, or both of our channels.
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg. I can't bring it in once. But yeah, guys, don't forget, I will be live again tomorrow for the TNE Tuesday League. There'll also be Kingsholm on Gaz's channel going live with the LFR Tuesday League race. So you got a bit of your choice between the two of them. Have both of them open if you can do. That'd be brilliant for us.
And am I with you on Friday as well?
Yeah, Friday, yeah. So Friday as well. Gaz will be joining us on Friday for the DxT Friday League. Also, don't forget to tune in on Wednesday for the Spin the Wheel allocation, where we're going to be picking everyone's cars live on stream. But thank you for everyone for joining. Izzy, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining again. Gaz, I'll let you wrap up.
Well, yeah, thank you very much, guys. That's at the end of the LFR Monday Night Racing Round 2. Bid you all good night, and we'll see you again next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.